As I said before, there is regulated and not regulated professions. Which are regulated and not regulated professions? Regulated professions, they are, okay, we have here about 445 professions in regulated. For example, there is university professions 145. They are regulated, like engineering is regulated professions. Regulated professions means you cannot work in Germany without to be proved that there is condition. Okay, Germany has to be sure to say that these people are able to work, for example, in health industry, and to protect the customers. So they need to prove that these people are able. And people with engineering, okay, they can have, it's a regulated profession. People have to recognize their qualification, okay, need recognition of their qualification. And because they cannot, I studied abroad and come here and open open place where I can repair cars, and I am not very good qualified. I can destroy these cars. So it's not to open this qualification, to open this business, you have to be recognized. They have to check. You need the level of experience to do it. You cannot come and say, I can do it. I do this. I can do that. No. Customers are protected in Germany. Health system are protected in Germany. Okay, that's why there is 445 professions in Germany which are regulated. And at university, you cannot teach at the university if you don't have some level of qualification. You cannot work in law if you don't have the qualification similar to one to Germany. That's all these are qualification which need regulation. Non-regulated professions, okay, the most of jobs in Germany, they are not regulated. Like, for example, mathematics teachers, they need just their they need paper they need their educational background, their certificates. But as I said before, people with from the third countries need to recognize these qualifications. So, unregulated professions, examples: biologist, physicist, mathematicians, economist, journalist, business economist, computer and baker, for example, or somebody who cook. So, recognitions in Germany, there is, if you want to work in Germany, it's not like any other country. Any other country, you send an application and you say, okay, you get the salary, you can come to this country like in Gulf countries and work. No. To be able to work in Germany, you have to invest. You have to invest in language. You have to learn language. You have to invest in recognition of your qualification. You have to invest in preparing your file. Okay? Recognition, for example, for a doctor or engineering, it costs between 200 till 600. Recognition of somebody who learned a profession, okay, it could come to 600. People who studied medicine, it could come to 1,500 euro recognition. But normally it costs 300, but it could extra cost because if it's recognition not 100% like normal recognition, then they bring somebody to control everything and to check if everything similar. For example, people like, for example, make qualification, but they it's not 100%. For example, people who didn't study, but they studied just 2 years and they have experience. Okay, then they can apply for recognition, and the chamber, the recognitions office, okay, they have to check if you fulfill these, if you fulfill with experience these conditions, and if you get half recognition. So the way of recognition, what do you need for translation for recognitions in Germany? Your certificates, your documents should be translated and legitimated in your country from the government and from the German embassy in your country. Okay, then you have to show that you are interested, for example, you want to make a recognition in Frankfurt. Okay, why you want to make a recognition in Frankfurt? In this case, you have to show that you are interested to work in Germany. How you show your interest? You have to apply, okay, or get interview with companies who are in Frankfurt. And you cannot send recognition to chamber in Berlin, Frankfurt, Munich at the same time. No, you have to choose one. That means you have to choose where you want to work, contact companies at the Bundesland, the area where you want to work, and then after that you show the chamber that you are interested to work there, then you can apply to them. Otherwise, they will not accept your application. In some chambers, or many of them, they don't accept the translation from your country. In this case, you need to retranslate your documents here, or to get a letter from a translator in Germany who said that this this translation is equivalent to one in Germany. These are extra costs. People who works with us, we give them one time by a quotation. With this quotation, there is all costs covered, and they don't need to take care about that. We do everything, all these steps for them. Then, after this, everything finished, you submit your documents to the authority. How long it takes you need for your recognitions? The recognition process needs between 3 to 4 months. You get something is notification like Bescheid, and in this Bescheid there is three answers. Okay, possible answers. Your notification says that you have full recognition, or no recognition, or part recognition. Okay. In part recognition, that means some of your qualification can be recognized, and other they need extra, okay, education or extra training in Germany, or there is extra courses or exams you have to do to get a full recognition in Germany. And people who doesn't fulfill at all the qualification, the German education or the German similar qualification, then they will not be recognized. These people will be not able to work in Germany. Okay, for example, somebody he need a qualification, okay, to work in Germany, 3 years studies, and he had just 1 year. It didn't work. he need experience. If he has 2 years, that experience will they check if it could cover. And for example, let's say nursing, somebody who works as a nurse, these they should be studied, or they have Altair in nurse, for example, in Lebanon, or they have good qualification in this area, and it should be measured. It should be here recognized, and they will check if you get, for example, part. In this case, you get a part of recognition, and they say you make this exam, or you have to visit this course. So that's about topic recognition.